today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions. On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Right, Matt Rule wants to be there. He wants to develop them. He wants to have coaches that have their hands on, are molding them and shaping them. And to your point, giving them the drills, giving them the tools to succeed. But I think Matt Rule is saying at the end of the day, the coaches can't want it more than the players.
Yeah.
The coaches
can't
hold
get out
their
there and do
hand
nothing
on the field.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three! And you're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by NIPCO. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Stricky, can't you see? Sometimes your words hypnotize me.
Strictionary.
Yeah. How you feeling today, Stricky boy? What
Feeling
you doing?
wonderful,
What's going
man.
on?
Especially after that great meal. I feel great. Got through the night. And I feel
How's your
bad.
neighborhood?
Mine. I mean, we got it. I mean, the wind and the rain was blowing sideways. Trees was bending over and halfway, and it was hectic out there. I mean, definitely could tell it was a mess, and I didn't want to be in it. But I had and when I left, I spoke with Nia, and I Nia Davis, and
Little lady.
I said, man, it looks like something about to come in here. So as I got on the road, I could tell it was behind me. So I get home, I start cooking, and I had my windows open. I was going to have a cigar and just, sit there and cook after I ate. And boy, I started hearing the wind. I said, well, let me get up real quick, shut them windows. And I did it just in time because like right after that, it just started howling and just crazy. But, a couple people lost power. I talked to my boy Cluster today.
A couple people, Stricky.
Well,
it was the second biggest power outage as in OPPD history.
Yeah. I was blessed. I had a flicker or two. One kind of went off, but immediately came back on. And I was blessed. But I know Clusters went out and a couple of other people I know, they lost power. And I'm talking about in Elkhorn, like where I live too. Where they, you got power? Yeah. It was crazy, but, I'm glad that some of them came on early in the morning. Some were still off even to now and just now really coming back to life. So, I hope you guys made it through it and no accidents or anything like that.
Stuff flickered here in the studio.
Oh, yeah?
The lights over there flickered a little bit right above our head. They flickered. It was only about 3 seconds. Generators were there. They were ready to go. So we were fortunate here at the studio. The weatherproof windows out there are very nice. They kept us safe. But Stricky, we couldn't even see across the street. Yeah. We could barely see to the street. Or it was, talk about raining sideways. That's what it was doing. Wind gusts, 90 miles an hour reported in some places, 83 at the Lincoln airport. Absolutely insane. So absolutely we are praying for everybody's, health and safety and that everything comes back. Lemon says some of us still don't have power.
Wow.
Yeesh.
Wow.
Man. Well, hey, hopefully we can energize your day, if not your house here, Lemon. Appreciate you dialing us up and tuning in wherever you are. 402-464-5685. You've got any insight on the storm last night? Again, check in. Hope you're doing okay. We're talking fall camp all day today, right? Day 2 of Nebraska fall camp open practice coming up in just a couple days on Saturday. Tickets still available for that. Strick, a question that you and I were going to ask Jay. We had this conversation off air a little bit. When's the last time Nebraska had a go-to playmaker? Game on the line, important moment. You know the guy's going to make a play on either offense or defense. That's what we're going to get into here. And I think we start with the offense. Last year, I don't see that go-to playmaker. If they had that guy, maybe the closest thing you could argue was Heinrich Harburg, but that wasn't consistent. So I think the most recent guy Nebraska's had, maybe he wasn't even that. Does Trey Palmer qualify?
That's probably who I would say. On the offensive side, say Trey Palmer. Definitely, we didn't have nothing on the defensive side that you could just say, hey.
And we'll get to defense a little bit.
Go get some disruption or anything, but yeah, we'll get to that. But I would say Trey.
Samori Toure in that category?
I mean, I can't say Samari was on that. I mean, you guys let me know what you guys think. 402-464-5685. But I don't know if I could say Samari. But as we work back, the only other one I can think is maybe Amir Abdullah.
Okay, I'm glad you went there.
Working back.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably someone that you could trust, get you the yards needed, break one open up a game. In that same vein, I would say during that time, Roy Halou would be one that he was a big play guy for me, maker, hard runner. I can't say other than what's his name? Big receiver that we had.
What era?
Around that time
Anunwa?
after. No. He actually not bad, but no. I think he has family member that.
I have no idea where he's going with
Gosh
this one.
darn it. Oh, he was a receiver. He was really good.
JD Spielman?
Yeah.
Think he's in that convo? He's more recent.
Yeah. I think Spielman can get in there.
Okay.
Those are the ones that come to mind for me.
I'm glad you brought those names up because I want to keep working backwards a little bit till we get to those guys to show you the fact that we even have to throw Trey Palmer in. Ooh, Adrian's interesting in that conversation. Do you like it when that guy's the quarterback?
No.
Maybe. But the problem is that quarterbacks have to be able to make the play available to them. But more often than not, you want it to be a key scramble, not the guy running for his life. You want it to be, hey, it was 3rd and 8. He found X receiver or Y tight end in order to move the chains there. Would Wan'Dale Robinson fall in that category for you?
Nah.
See, to me, Wan'Dale could have been that guy. He could have been that game changer, game breaker, game on the line, but only being around for 2 years. And the way he was used, splitting time between running back and receiver.
I hate they use them that way. Well, even more than that, they didn't use them the way that Kentucky did. No. This is what's been disappointing for me.
Were you thinking Stanley Morgan?
There it is. See, did somebody on the text line had to get that to us, didn't they? Tell the truth. You didn't get it.
No, now that I'm seeing right there, I'm seeing a lot of Maurice Purify and some Jordan Westerkamp.
Even DeMornay,
yeah.
I was, if it was you get to stop, just do what you got to do, get to stop. I'm gonna make something happen to get us, in position to win this game. I think he had that ability, but yeah.
But again, you're comparing that level of player to, Trey Palmer had 1,000 yards at Nebraska, but that team wasn't very good, right? Should Nebraska have gone to Trey Palmer more than they did? It's hard for me to throw Samori Toure into that conversation. He showed up some games and they didn't other games, right? Yep. A handful of big games, disappeared some other games. Yep. Wan'Dale could have been. Adrian could have been, but he plateaued, right? That's why I think you have to go back to what our own DeMornay Pearsonell, was able to do, yes, as a punt returner, but also as a wide receiver, right? Let's not sleep on DeMornay as an actual wide receiver. Let's not forget, when I think of the go-to guy, right? You need a big play. You're getting the ball to this guy no matter what. Amir Abdullah was the first guy that came to mind for me in terms of recent Husker history.
Yeah.
Right? He was on a different level. There's a reason he's had the NFL career he did and had all the college accolades he did. Think about it might go, overshadowed by the Hail Mary not long after. But Amir picking up that first down, right, with the third effort, the dive, stretching the ball across to keep the chains moving, just to give Nebraska the shot at that Hail Mary.
Yeah.
I think about the miracle against McNeese State. Nebraska's in a dogfight. It's 17-17 with a, pretty solid FCS program. Nebraska's not playing that well. Amir takes it into his own hands, right? Breaks 4 or 5 different tackles, outruns a guy to the end zone late in the fourth quarter. That's what I think of when I think about a go-to guy for Nebraska. You mentioned the Halus, and obviously all the guys in the 90s and whatnot. Is there anyone with potential to be that on this year's team for the offense for you?
2 people come to mind, and I honestly hope, but I haven't had a chance to see enough of him. But I think there's tremendous potential for that combo of power and speed, and that's in Didell. Like, if the line just gives space, there's enough speed, shiftiness, quickness in the feet to get to holes. And then there's enough power to power through tackles, arm tackles. If guys are arm tackling or tackling, he hits second level, he's going to be in trouble. Like, I would envision Didell being a 4-5 to 5 yards a game type of carrier. That's what I'm hoping for. Then I want to see the combination of him along with Emmett Johnson. Little bowling ball, good feet, not super break. He kind of reminds me of like Emmitt Smith type. Not the crazy speed, but enough to get you out there.
Quicker maybe than he is fast.
Yeah. In pad quickness.
Sure.
Just not that blazing eye that eye test type of speed where you're like, ooh, good gosh. Like when you saw Reggie Bush or somebody like that hit holes, or like even at the size, when you see Bo Jackson when you see Barry Sanders, like, it's different. You know what I mean? But he don't have that. But I could still see a good combination of bruising and, those combinations that they carry.
Thunder and lightning?
Yeah.
Potentially?
Yeah. Then on the receiver side, well, actually.
This is the thing. We're picking one.
Oh, gotcha.
Right? You got one play. It's 3rd and 7 in a 4-minute drill. It's 3rd and 4 in a 4-minute drill. It's 4th and 3. You want to convert and end the game right there. You get one play. Who's the one player on this team you think, is that go-to guy or can be? Is Dowdell your choice? Is it a receiver? Talk about the receivers too, at least in the conversation.
Well, for me, the size of our receivers with quickness, I'm hoping it could be Banks. I really am hoping it could be Jamal Banks. I something in me wants to say Nayor, but the injury, I'm just not sure of this durability. But I'm hoping it could be Jamal Banks with that size, some great ability, a little bit of shiftiness, but to just get to a spot and just plant or be there, or good handsy guy. If you put it in his area, it's caught. I'm hoping that's him.
I like where you're going with that, right? Those are 2 guys that came to mind for me as well. I do think if you give me one play for Nebraska's season, either to get bowl eligible, to beat Iowa, whatever it is, I want it to be Jamal Banks. I think he has the consistent production. Being an upperclassman, he's there.
Yeah.
He's not slow, but he's not fast. He's a big body target, solid route runner, good leader. The thing with Nayor is I think Nebraska is going to use him as a deep ball specialist, and that's hard to rely on.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think he has more of a route tree. He'll probably get some underneath work because he's phenomenal. One of the best guys in the country with yards after the catch. But we haven't seen a lot of yards after catch from Nebraska in design and then in execution. Maybe Nayor's a game changer and he can make it happen. But I think if Nebraska uses him as the deep ball specialist, those are just, crapshoots anyway, especially with an unproven quarterback and a second-year quarterback. The deep ball can be there, but game on the line, it's hard to count on a deep ball. That's where, again, 3rd and 7, I want Jamal Banks to run 9 yards, post up, turn around, catch the ball,
Yeah.
fall down, first down, game over. Dowdell would be so fun. If Nebraska can have him go for 750, but average 5 yards per carry,
Yeah.
if he can go for, 1,000, average 4.5 per carry, something like that, where the offensive line, to your point, right, is good enough that 3rd and 4 doesn't feel like a passing down, that you truly do have the whole playbook available to you in that situation. The other guy that we're getting on the text line here, Strick, I want your reaction to this first. 4220, 2221, and 007, as well as now 0022. That's 4 different people are saying Thomas Fidone is their choice for go-to guy.
I knew it. I knew it. Like, the word on the street.
Augie chimes in, now there's 5.
Word on the street is he's actually looking better than he has.
Up to 250 and
For
weight.
me, I actually like him. What ticked me off with him last year was just the softness. Like,
Physical or mental?
Physical. Like, I'm saying, I'm watching him whiff or miss blocks that cost run opportunities because he didn't want to engage. Now listen, like, I'm not saying this from a standpoint of not knowing, because I've actually played the game. And so I know someone that wants to get in the mix. Now, I look at a George Kittle, he don't mind getting in there. Either way you want the smoke, I'm going to give it to you. That's him, right? He don't give me that. Now, I'm not saying he can't. He didn't. So that's what, not his potential in the run, in the pass game, but I want to see a good balance for him this year. I think in the pass game with a better thrower, I think he could be great. I agree. Height, size, pretty good speed for the tight end position. I think if he takes on a Gronk mentality, and I'm not saying he's going to be Gronk. Don't call into the station, text into the station. That Stricky's on one today. He's on that Snoop Dogg. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if he just takes that mentality, like, I'm him when it counts. Like, that's what I'm talking about. That's what Gronk did for Tom Brady. He's like, when you need it, there's another one, Edelman. Edelman and Gronk were 2 that just like, if you need it, I'm here. James White. White was one also. That's the type of mentality I'm talking about. When you want it, you need it, I'm going to be the one to get open. But if it comes in my area, I don't care who's on me. 1 draped on me, 2 is caught. And it's going to be, we still moving. I don't want to see nothing drop. So that's what that's catchable now. I mean, don't misunderstand what I'm saying. Right.
I totally see where you're going. I don't know if I buy Thomas Fidone being that player.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he can be a solid, productive Big Ten tight end. And I hope that's what he develops into for a lot of people's sake.
Could he be Bowers?
No, not even close. He can't be Kyle Pitts. He's not going to do either of those. We hear a lot of guys look better, right? But 2 ACLs is 2 ACLs, Stricky.
Yeah.
He's not the same player we thought he was out of high school, and that's fine. He can still carve out a role, right? If Thomas Fidone catches 30, 40 passes, I think that's plenty for him, right? Someone said, I think he needs a minimum 10 targets per game. No, he doesn't. I really don't think he does.
Yeah. Straight Scooby-Doo on that. Like, what? No way, bro. Like, that's no.
Now
you're on the Snoop Dogg for even throwing that one out there. Not 10 targets. No way.
He can be a 3rd down weapon. He can be a red zone weapon.
I could say 5.
Yeah, sure. 5. Sign me up for that. But I think Thomas Fidone is not going to be the number 1 option because I don't know if he has that in him physically anymore, right? Where I think Thomas Fidone can thrive in this offense is they know they have to account for Banks. They know they have to account for Nayor, right? Either shade a safety over or bring a linebacker up to try to hit him for your run after the catch. Thomas Fidone will also thrive if Nebraska has a running game, right? If they use him to block and teams sell out on play action against the run, Fidone could have been one of the biggest mismatches on this team of that size. I mean, even adding some weight right now where he can bully some nickels even more. But I just don't buy the athleticism for him as a true mismatch nightmare anymore, right? The height is good. The catch radius is good. But pairing it with the athleticism is what made him a nightmare. Hopefully he's back to 80, 85% of what he could have been. But even that is just enough, I think, to bring him down to peg where he can be a reliable tight end in the Ethan Carter mold. But I don't think you're going to see Kyler Reed numbers out of Thomas Fidone, for example. He will have a part to play on this team. And I'm not going to try to diminish that he can't be an important piece. But if you give me, one play on 3rd and 5 or 4th and 5, Fidone's not the first guy that I'm going to choose to call a play for.
Facts. I mean, I don't even really need to explain that. I think for me, I think Jim Philippi says what I feel. I need to see more out of him to be able to even trust that he's willing to get into the routes and do what he needs to do in helping the team in that manner. So this is where I want to see more out of him, but we'll see. I've heard he's been doing better. So I hope it's just not a bunch of coach speak.
Right. Jim on YouTube, appreciate that. Willie on the text line says, I'm way higher on Fidone than you guys. Be sure to play the segment back when he's all Big Ten first team.
Okay.
If he's all Big Ten first team, that means he had a better year than Luke Lachey, than I think Colston Loveland is still back for Michigan, and he's a baller. Ohio State has a good tight end like they pretty much always do. I'm not saying Fidone isn't a good player. There's not a useful player there.
I'm
just saying
with
he's not
wishful thinking. There's a song out. Go listen to it. YouTube.
There it is. Yeah, Colston Loveland back for Michigan as well.
I hope so.
Again, if he develops into that, yes, throw this segment back in our faces. That would be a fantastic kind of redemption arc for Thomas Fidone. And we're wishing the best for the young man, right? We're not trying to downplay, what he's capable of. We're trying to set realistic expectations, expecting him to be first team all Big Ten, expecting him to be the number one option. I think it's just a little rich for my blood. That's where I'm at with it. Really appreciate you guys chiming in there on the offense. Let's go through the same exercise on the defense. It comes down to one play. It's 3rd and 4 or 4th and 5, whatever it is. One player on the Nebraska defense that Tony White is saying, go make a play. Who is it? How does that player compare to what Nebraska's had in recent years? We'll get into that next year during On the Block.
Okay, huddle up. Here's how we're going to try and win Nebraska football Skybox season tickets or other great football prizes in the Nebraska Lottery's Lotto America Ticket Snap promotion. Jensen, you buy a Lotto America ticket with the All-Star bonus before August 5th. Got it. Murphy, you enter the voucher number online.
You bet. Hey, if we win, who gets the prize?
Me, of course.
What? You guys, come on, get him.
Lotto America top prize odds, 1 in 26 million.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Kim with Midwest Bank. We know there is more to your business than numbers and spreadsheets. For us at Midwest Bank, the people who make up a business matter most. We believe in getting to know you and your business and providing customized banking solutions that help protect your business and help it grow. Schedule a free consultation with us today. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
Hey, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. It's official. Wedding season is here, and we know that every detail counts. From bridal party gifts to the finishing touches for the bride and groom, discover our exclusive selection of watches and fine jewelry. Did you know we even offer in-house engraving? Celebrate your special day with a personal touch and a timeless gift they'll cherish forever. Until next time, this is Jordan at Sartor Heyman Jewelry. Happy shopping, guys.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just a professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, our passion. For happier, healthier furry friends.
Riddle's Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddles Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddles Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddles Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddles Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddles inside Gateway Mall.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Nebraska State Veterans Homes are here to serve veterans, their spouses, surviving spouses, and Gold Star parents. Join your fellow veterans and their families at one of our homes in Bellevue, Kearney, Norfolk, or Scottsbluff. With a sliding scale to determine your financial contribution, an excellent clinical team, and plenty of fun activities, our homes are the perfect retirement choice. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/homes. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Do you have gently used books just waiting to be given new life in the hands of new readers? Linked to Literacy can help. We're gathering books for our second annual Wordstock event at Antelope Park on August 24th. It's a community-wide book swap where people can shop for free books and enjoy fun activities. From now until August 19th, you can drop off your book donations at several locations throughout Lincoln. So gather up books for both kids and adults and find a collection site near you at linktoliteracy.org. Then plan to join the fun on August 24th.
Old School with DP and J.
Can Nebraska have a player-led locker room in year 2 under Matt Rule?
I think it could be in year 2. I always say this. We had great captains every year I was here. But I always say some of our best leaders weren't necessarily our captains. So I think when you have that, that's a player-led team. So it doesn't matter how old the quarterback is.
93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Andy Staples sat down with Nebraska AD Troy Dandridge. Okay. And it felt like kind of a shot at early break about better times.
Breakers, are you okay with us doing
Troy Dandridge says no more better times.
If we can do no more better times, let us know.
Is this a shot at early break?
No. No,
I don't think so.
No,
but if we want, well, I'll stop. I'm done with that. I'm done with better times.
We're going back to time.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is On the Block, brought to you by Nebco. You can see it right below me if you're watching on stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, as well as Allo Channel 961. Huge thanks to Nebco. They are hiring. NebcoInc.com. Check it out. Constructors Lincoln and Ready Mixed Concrete are both hiring. Again, if you want to start a new career, the best way to do that is by checking out NebcoInc.com. Give their Facebook page a like and follow by searching Nebco Inc. Really appreciate them. and everything they do for us here at 93.7 The Ticket and, of course, on the block. We're going through, the season comes down to one play. A win over Iowa comes down to one play, whatever it is, whatever the situation is. We went through the offensive guy you would want to give the ball to in that situation to make that one play to win the game. Let's turn it over to the defense, Strick. We went through on the offense a little bit of history, and for that, no doubt, go-to guy that you trust to win any game on your schedule, you came up with Amir Abdullah. And that was back in 2014, right? We had to have conversations about guys in other years since then. Do you see it the same way for defense, that there hasn't been a guy like that in the last few years?
The answer is what is nobody I can think of. I have no. Listen. I want, like, could you say? Mine just drew a blank, so I know who he is. He was an older. He was drafted in the 5th round. He was a combo guy, was a tweener. Like, he wasn't really a linebacker, but
Gifford?
No. Couple years. JoJo Doman.
Okay.
He's probably the only one that I can think even comes close. Because I actually think he made big plays for the Huskers during that season. I just think, he was a little bit older, injury issues that probably hindered himself from, but he's probably the only one that I can even, in my mind, think of that had playmaking abilities when it mattered.
JoJo deserves a mention. Maybe Luke Gifford down the line, but that was really only 1 year of him, and he didn't necessarily dominate or take over. I think Quentin Newsome was a guy a lot of guys wanted to develop into that, but it also took him till his senior year to get an interception, right? That's not a shutdown, game-changing sort of player. Cam Taylor-Britt was never that guy at corner. Maybe you can make the argument for Malik Collins or Vincent Valentine. I'm not going to be the one to make that argument. Luke Reimer made a handful of plays at Nebraska, but wasn't a wreck the opponent's game plan sort of guy.
Yeah.
To me, Strick, I go back
nobody
to
had to scheme for.
No.
Or nobody had to run away from.
The
no
guy,
one that was like Revis Island. You better be careful if you go this way.
We do have a couple votes for Cam Taylor-Britt, and I'm sorry, but no. His production at Nebraska did not justify a 2nd-round pick. Now he's turned into a really good NFL corner, right? And again, I don't begrudge the young man his success at all. But at Nebraska, if you tell me Cam Taylor-Britt was a 2nd-round pick, I would have expected more out of him. Couple really nice plays, to be sure. Strick, I go back to Levante David for the last true defensive game.
There you go.
Game plan around him, game on the line. Who's the guy that I trust to make a play to end this for Nebraska? It's Levante David. And then a couple years before that, probably Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah. Yeah. Good choice. I can't deny that one. That's a great answer for me. Levante David not only was great here, he carried that same, and that didn't change, didn't get super bulky.
Nope.
He just stayed who he was and just been great and had a great, he's the only team he's been with is Tampa.
Tampa, yeah.
And that alone is hard. Ask Jay Foreman about that. The fact that you're still with the same team for this long of time. One of the only linebackers that I remember doing it, Ray Lewis, maybe. And is there any others? I don't know if there's any other. For a while, Wagner goes back.
Yeah.
He was a longtime guy at Seattle. What guy? Who else? Help me, Sutter Heyman. I know you guys know.
Fred Warner.
If there's
Aaron Donald. And see, this is the entire point of the conversation. 007 says Cam was really solid, but played on a poop team. Raider fan says Randy Gregory and Freedom were both solid D line. We're not asking for solid. We're not asking for good players. We're asking for game wreckers. Randy Gregory's a good call.
I actually think Randy Gregory is not a bad call.
Ask Miami about what that guy did.
Yeah.
Right. Randy Gregory, absolutely a game changer. We're not asking for who is the best player on a bad team or a bad defense. We're asking for You need one play to win a game. Who's your playmaker? Who are you telling, go punch the ball out, go jump a route, go get to the quarterback, right? There hasn't been anyone since Gregory.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There just hasn't been. Is there one on this roster? Is it Nash Hutmacher? Is it Tommy Hill? I don't know, Strick.
To me, it's definitely an I don't know. But if I had my crystal ball and I was the man version of Cleo.
You're Strictradamus.
Yeah, if I was that. The one that I would say that I looked into the crystal ball and I saw it happening and developing. It wasn't as cloudy as I thought it was going to be.
Not like yesterday, cloudy.
Was Prince Uman
Prince Will?
I think there's potential there. I think there's great potential there. But I hate that I wasn't able to see more of it. Like just because of the injury.
Mm-hmm.
But great flashes. I mean, at his size, I mean, he's gotten bigger.
He has.
But he was at his size, the way he would take on the edge or tackles and do it with speed as well as with some physicality, I was impressed. So that's maybe the one I'm hoping gives me that lifeblood of hope.
Horns Down says Terrell Farley was that dude.
Terrell was the dude, like him. But Terrell happened to play with a bunch of dudes. Like, here's my question to you guys, and I threw it out because we've been talking about Cam Taylor-Britt, one cornerback. And, we ain't really heard about a safety. Wait, there was a safety. He got drafted too. He was a white guy. What's his name? He help me. Shanley?
Scott Shanley was the linebacker.
No. Oh, he was good. He would pick balls off. He would make plays when it mattered.
Nate Gary?
Yes.
Okay. Tim A.V. says that. Nate Gary is 105% of JoJo Doman.
Yes.
He's a little bit better than JoJo.
He was closer. Yeah, I would say he was a little bit better. But yeah, him. Thank you guys. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I love the blockheads. I'm telling you.
They come through.
Yeah, hey, listen. You guys aren't in studio when I do this, but you hear me every now and then. But I do this all the time. When you hear me say, your boy, they don't have a clue who I'm talking about. My partner, I do it to Nick, Rico, I do it to everybody in the studio. And the ones that feel me, like, he's starting to feel me. My boy, for the most part, is feeling me.
Times.
You guys feel me. Like, that's what I love about the blockheads. I throw something out there, the blockheads are on it. So you guys maybe get kicked out and you come in here and sit with Stricky because you guys understand me.
Text line, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you guys.
464-5685. But again, that's
no. I want to throw that question out. But we gotta go.
No, go for it.
I want to throw that question out because we've been talking about one guy. Boy, would you like to see it again? Where you look at that doggone secondary, and this is what you see. You see Tyrone Williams on the other side, Mike Booker, both first rounders. You see Mike Minter and Tony Veland drafted and all played. Like, the whole secondary is freaking draftees. Like, I want to see that again. Do we have potential with this style of play that Coach White has brought and with what he's bringing on and what he's bringing to the team? Can we get back to maybe 2? Can we have 2? Is there potential with 2? Do we have 2? 2, no, 5, 5. You got 5? No, if it's 2, 5, 2. We got 2. Do we got 2?
Maybe. I mean, Tommy Hill has to take another step forward, right? Last year can't be his best year. Bly Hill, we'll see how his skills translate, especially after the injury. Singleton and Buford are good. Can they take a step forward? But Strick, there's a text here from 9924 that says, I don't think there's that kind of guy on this defense. Nash ain't Sue. Hill ain't a Mukamara or even Denard.
Ooh,
and
that's
we don't
one.
have a Levante David.
He wasn't like going to get a whole bunch of interceptions, but he was definitely locking you down.
Alfonso Denard?
Mukamara.
Oh, Mukamara was a baller.
Yeah, he was a baller.
No, he picked them passes off, Strick.
He could go
He was
get
that
him?
dude. He was certified.
Okay.
Yeah, Prince of Mukamara at Nebraska. It did have 5 interceptions his junior year.
Okay.
And that's it.
That one.
But,
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But still,
he's still that dude.
he was there. He was like a cape on Superman.
Right. And no, Mukamara was not after Levante David. He was pretty much similar time frame. He was drafted 2011. Levante was drafted in 2012. For those asking. But that's the point, right? Is there another step forward in Nash Hutmacher? Does Ty Robinson take, another step forward to become a game record? Jamari Butler, is he something?
There were times.
Is there a linebacker that steps up? Is there a defensive back that steps up? Because right now, I don't know who Tony Hill says, go make me a play.
Yeah.
I would love it if it was Nash Hutmacher in the middle of the defense. A pass rushing nose tackle or defensive tackle changes game plans. If Nash Hutmacher has to be double and triple teamed because he's in the backfield within 2 steps, that changes things for Nebraska's defense. I don't know if there's more in Nash. What he did is solid enough to play him onto NFL draft boards. I don't know if Nash is a college football star or just a really good player. I don't know if there's a go-to playmaker on this Nebraska defense.
Yeah.
I feel like I can point to a couple guys it could be. Well, let me ask you this then, Strick, to end this segment before we get to the shootout with Strick. Do you feel more confident in predicting that there will be a breakout go-to playmaker for the Husker offense or for the Husker defense this year?
I'll say offense. I'm going to say offense. Yeah. That's where it'll be for me.
I think I'm with you. I think there's more untapped potential on the offense. It's starting from a lower area, right? I think it can go higher.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much better the defense can get. You hope it can get a
You
little
hope
bit
there's
better.
some flashes of it.
I don't know if there's a superstar leap there. There might be on the offense.
Yeah.
That's just 2 guys' opinion. Give us yours, 402-464-5685. And it's those same 10 digits that you should call right now. We're playing the shootout with Strick. It is Husker football focused. 402-464-5685. $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings could be yours. All you got to do is take down Stricky. We'll play the game, wrap up hour 1 of On the Block next.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with approved credit.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
In the best condition possible, this is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Riddle's Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddle's Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddle's Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddle's Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddle's Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddle's inside Gateway Mall.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Nebraska State Veterans Homes are here to serve veterans, their spouses, surviving spouses, and Gold Star parents. Join your fellow veterans and their families at one of our homes in Bellevue, Kearney, Norfolk, or Scotts Bluff. With a sliding scale to determine your financial contribution, an excellent clinical team, and plenty of fun activities, our homes are the perfect retirement choice. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/homes. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best MMA on Saturday, August 10th at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. 9 fights are scheduled for the night, including professional lightweight and welterweight bouts, and the main event of Donnie Bush versus Micah Washington in the professional welterweight championship bout. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the MMA fighters and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com. You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
It's time to play Shootout with Strick. Call now, 464-5685, to take your shot against Eric Strickland. Shootout with Strick. Brought to you by Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Time to play the game!
How you feeling, champ?
I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling good. I'm confident. Go ahead. Who we got? Dave on the phone again?
No, we got Neil.
Oh,
Neil, how you feeling today?
I feel good.
Glad to hear it.
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond?
Yeah, Neil Diamond. That's right.
Perfect. Well, we are honored that you have graced us with a call here on the Shootout with Strick, brought to you by Buffalo Wings and Rings. 2 Lincoln locations, 40th and Old Cheney, as well as 68th and O. Neil, hold on the line. We'll give Strick his 4 questions, then we'll get to you. Sound good?
Sounds good, man.
All right, Stricky, your round starts here in 3, 2, and 1. He led Nebraska in receiving yards last year. Billy Kemp or Thomas Fedoni?
Kemp.
Yep. He led Nebraska in sacks last year. Luke Reimer or Jamari Butler?
Butler.
It was Butler. He led Nebraska wide receivers in touchdowns last year. Jalen Lloyd or Malachi Coleman?
Lloyd.
Yep, and he forced the most fumbles for Nebraska last season. Forced the most fumbles for Nebraska last season.
Gifford.
It was not Isaac Gifford. It was a three-way tie between Omar Brown, Phelan Sanford, and Tamon Lynham. He had three options, didn't get one of them. All right, Neil, 3 to tie, 4 or more to win. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, your round starts here in 3, 2, and 1. He led Nebraska in tackles last year. Isaac Gifford or John Bullock?
Gifford.
It was Gifford. He led Nebraska in rushing yards last year. Heinrich Harburg or Anthony Grant?
Heinrich Harburg.
Yep, he led Nebraska in interceptions last year. Omar Brown or Tommy Hill?
Let's go with Tommy Hill.
It was Tommy Hill, and he had the longest kickoff return for Nebraska last year. Longest kickoff return for Nebraska last year.
Go Jalen Lloyd.
Too late.
It was too late, and it was incorrect. We go to a tiebreaker. Neil, I will give Strick a question. It'll be a number. It was Ramir Johnson. Ramir Johnson was the answer. So I'll give Strick the question. He will give a number. You will go over, under, or push. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. Ramir Johnson had longest kick return for Nebraska last year. It came against Minnesota. So, Strick, how many yards was Ramir Johnson's kickoff return against Minnesota last season? Longest kick return of the year for Nebraska, Ramir Johnson against Minnesota. How many yards was that kick return? Come on.
97.
Stricky says 97 yards. Neil, over, under, or push for the win?
Under.
Neil says under.
Boom shakalaka. Finish it.
Dang it!
Give me a hell yeah. I said, give me a hell yeah.
Try 63 to open the second half. Ramir Johnson takes it back from the goal line to about the Minnesota 35-yard line. Nebraska scores its touchdown on the trick play.
It was the see, that's some bull junk.
No, it's not. That was a very straightforward question.
No, I'm thinking
Neil was
he
ready.
went to the house.
He knew the answer. The point is that Nebraska didn't have great special teams last year. 63 yards.
Oh, that's unbelievable. That was a trick question. Y'all got Stricky with the trick question. It's okay. Good job, Neil.
Hey, thanks, sir.
Neil Diamond, you're the winner. Hold on the line. We'll get your information, maybe an autograph here in just a sec.
I appreciate it.
Trick question.
That was not a trick question.
I mean,
that was
in my
not
head
a trick
it
question.
was because I'm like, was it how many yards? But no, you said it right. I'm hearing it, but from in my mind,
You thought they took one to the house.
To the house.
Yeah, no, Nebraska didn't house one last year. Kick or punt.
Son of a sucker. Boy, I almost had to. We almost had to dump that one, Austin.
Well,
I almost had to curse.
Well, $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings is going to taste even sweeter for Neil now that he's the champ. Champ is dethroned. Get another shot on Tuesday.
A trick question.
It was not a trick question. Good try. We're going to go to break here. We'll get Neil his $30 to Buffalo Wings and Rings. When we get back, 5 offensive players to watch for Nebraska in fall camp. Give us your top 5 that you're Yes, we're doing
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
000700 is correct. Yes, blockhead 0700 unnamed texter. Bull junk. Yes, that's exactly right.
Hey,
trick question.
You know what's funny, y'all? That's Tricky's burner number.
Bill and Bennett.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Kim with Midwest Bank. We know there is more to your business than numbers and spreadsheets. For us at Midwest Bank, the people who make up a business matter most. We believe in getting to know you and your business and providing customized banking solutions that help protect your business and help it grow. Schedule a free consultation with us today. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with approved credit.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
Andy Staples sat down with Nebraska AD Troy Dandridge. And it felt like a kind of a shot at early break about better times.
Breakers, are you okay with us doing
Troy Dandridge says no more better times.
If we can do no more better times, let us know.
Just a shot at early break?
No. No,
I don't think so.
No,
but if we want, well, I'll stop. I'm done with it. I'm done with better times.
We're going back to time.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com. Serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Riddle's Jewelry is excited to be celebrating 65 years. 65 years of so many incredible memories celebrating with each of your special moments. In celebration of the 65th Riddle's Jewelry anniversary, we will be offering up to 40% off all engagement rings and all diamond fashion jewelry. The excitement doesn't stop there. Riddle's Jewelry is also offering 18 months, 0% interest and $0 down financing on all qualifying purchases. Riddle's Jewelry has always been known for incredible customer service, one of the largest selections of engagement rings, and don't forget about the on-site jeweler. Come celebrate with us at Riddle's Jewelry, your one-stop diamond shop with exclusive Levian jewelry, Pandora Charm jewelry, and more. All at Riddle's inside Gateway Mall.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Nebraska State Veterans Homes are here to serve veterans, their spouses, surviving spouses, and Gold Star parents. Join your fellow veterans and their families at one of our homes in Bellevue, Kearney, Norfolk, or Scotts Bluff. With a sliding scale to determine your financial contribution, an excellent clinical team, and plenty of fun activities, our homes are the perfect retirement choice. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/homes. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Are you looking for a new spot to relax and unwind? The Post, located on the south side of the Telegraph District on the corner of 20th and N Street, is perfect for a group hangout or a relaxing evening. The Post has plenty of exciting events open to the public, like Whiskey Wednesday and poker tournaments on Sundays. Looking for a spot for a private event? Ask them about their indoor patio. The Post, located at 20th and N Street in Lincoln. The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland.
Strickland for three. And you're going to go out of here as the Big 8 tournament champion.
Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by Nebco. This is On the Block with Strick and Austin.
Yes, it is. Yes, we are. And thank you to Nebco. Check them out, nebcoinc.com. Find their careers tab if you want to start your new career today, enhance your career, whatever it is. Nebco's got a position for you. Hiring for constructors, Lincoln, as well as ready mixed concrete. Great wages, great bonuses for starting, great benefits. Check out our friends at Nebco today, as soon as you can, right? Don't waste, not a second to waste. Get to nebcoinc.com. All right, Stricky, you were mad hating on Team USA men yesterday against South Sudan. Are you bringing back that mad hate for the women's team right now?
Oh, my God.
You mad hating yesterday, Stricky.
No, my boy. Listen.
You're mad because you care?
Listen. This is something I'm going to talk about. We might bring this up on WTF 6-7 tonight after Thirsty Thursday and old school. But I'm just going to caveat it. The women's 3-on-3 team lost in pool play.
0-2.
I really think, even though they missed the mark and they're only up right now by 6 points in the third quarter against Belgium in the quarters. If they lose this game, whoo, boy, you can see Reeves she over there. She's sweating. She probably got the shirt is taken off. She over there sweating. If they lose this game, they're going to feel it, right? But they missed an opportunity. Okay, you missed that one. But we're going to talk about what would be the thing of them going to put Caitlin in the 3-on-3. Like, why would you have not done that? They lost in pool play. Men's lost in pool play. Why would you not have Kyrie? Like, if you don't want him on that team, why would you not have a shifty, super handle Jalen? Why not put them on the 3-on-3 team? Now, maybe they don't want to do that, but I would at least ask them. We might get into that tonight on WTF. That might be something we talk about.
Cool. I don't want to steal your thunder, so we'll move off of that. Again, 402-464-5685. Give us the player on offense for Nebraska football that you're most interested in watching here throughout fall camp day 2 today. Don't forget open practice on Saturday. Tickets still available for that, supporting student athletes through NIL. I'll start at, you want me to start at 5 or 1 on my list here, Stricky?
5.
Start at 5? Okay. Very generic. It's because it's an up-in-the-air competition. QB3. Who's that going to be? I think we feel pretty confident that in some order, it's Heinrich Harburg and Dylan Raiola. Dylan Raiola, Heinrich Harburg for the first 2 quarterback positions. But who's QB3? Daniel Kalen's name gets brought up, right, as the other guy in that class. He got the third team reps, such as they were in the spring game. But then Nebraska goes and adds Jalen Gramstad, proven guy at a lower level, to be fair. Here's why I think QB3 is important this year more than ever, Strick. Because let's say Raiola starts, well, he's a freshman. Who knows what his game conditioning is going to be like if he struggles? Then you have to go on your next option. And then if you bench a guy, do you bring him back after he struggled if the replacement gets injured? Or do you go to the next guy after that? Heinrich Haarberg was banged up last year. Yeah. I think if Nebraska would have had more viable alternatives, Heinrich Haarberg wouldn't have played, a couple of the later games that he did. Okay. He looked a little slow. He looked a little beat up. He was taking some big shots. And I don't know if Nebraska fully knew what it had in Chuba Purdy till the end of the year.
Yeah.
If Nebraska would have known what they had in Chuba Purdy, been willing to give him a shot, if he would have taken care of business on his end, whatever it was, I don't think Heinrich Haarberg would have played a game or two. He would have pushed to play. That's the type of competitor and guy that he is. But with his style of play and the way Nebraska used him, he's susceptible to hits. Then you have a freshman.
Yeah.
I think figuring out who the third quarterback is maybe more important this year than it has been for a while. Last year, there wasn't supposed to get down to that, but you ended up needing 3 quarterbacks. The year before that, you felt fine with Casey Thompson and then Chuba Purdy behind him. Before that, it was, we don't even know who the first quarterback is. For a couple of years before that, with the competition between Adrian Martinez, Luke McCaffrey, and whatnot. You want to feel great about your first 2 quarterbacks, but I think just Nebraska's in a unique position this year where we might have to worry about who the third quarterback is.
Great question. And I don't even know if I have an answer. But here's what I would do if I was him. If it was me that was having to make the decision. You've got a veteran guy that's come in. You kind of have an idea where Daniel Kalen probably needs to get stronger. There's some areas that you saw at Bellevue West that you want to improve on. So I would be in the gym just working on that. I would be okay to sit and observe and watch films and let the mistakes happen, not waste any of my years.
Mm-hmm. Not have those mistakes count against me.
Right. And just develop.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing this, that it is very possible that man that's leading this charge right now is not going to be here after 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So in essence, what I would do at that point, I would get all my learning out, all of my development out, my mind right. I wouldn't bounce. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this has been your dream and you're here, take a couple of years, take the Carson Beck approach. And so with that in mind, if I'm Coach Rule, Coach Satterfield, I'm sitting him down and I'm saying, hey, listen, you are our future. We really believe in you. We like you. Dylan is just right now, he's just a cut above. And it has nothing to do with you. We just want to develop you. We want you to be the best that you can be. We don't believe Dylan will be here after a few years. We want you to be the guy that we're preparing, because I'm not going to say you got it. We're preparing to take over. And that gives him a mind frame to settle, not be in a hurry, not be rushed, and just grow. I would be having those type of conversations with him. And it just takes the pressure off of him. And it lets him go on a scout team. It lets him just be free to just don't get in the competition mode, just be free. And that's where you want him to develop.
Mm-hmm. And then start the clock next year, the year after that, with eligibility and all that. I feel you. Number 4 for me, I'm going to cheat and put 2 players together here because it's for one position. Backup left tackle. I don't know if either of these guys can or will play left tackle, but I'd be curious to see if they can develop into it. It's Tyler Kanak and Jacob Hood, both transfer offensive linemen. Kanak from Utah, Hood, mountain of a man from Georgia. Can they push Teddy Prohaska at left tackle? I think Bryce Benhart, given the football he played last year, is pretty entrenched at right tackle. So maybe one of them will be, Benhart's backup. But we talked about Teddy Prohaska yesterday with the height, with the injury history, Nebraska's probably going to need someone else there. And it ties in to my number 3, and that's Turner Corcoran. Guy has been bounced back and forth, between guard and left tackle. Hasn't been that effective on the outside of the line when he's played there. Turner Corcoran is facing the same crossroads that Bryce Benhart was for me. Is he going to be wasted potential, wasted promise, or can he find a role? Can he find a training regimen that helps him be successful this year? Turner Corcoran hasn't been awful. I think he's been played out of position when he's had to play left tackle. Can he stick at guard? Can he hold that position down? Is he best as that swing guy, as a 6th offensive lineman? Can he move over to the right side? I don't think that's what he's going to be asked to do, but it kind of feels like it's now or never for Turner Corcoran to put it together for me. And we mentioned it yesterday, Mr. Strick, the right side of the line feels pretty settled with Scott and then Benhart on the end in either Justin Evans or Micah Mazuka at right guard. The left side, I don't know. So if Corcoran can step up and grab a hold of that left guard position, and one of Knack or Hood at least pushes Prohaska, makes him earn the job, or takes it outright from him because they're more consistent.
Yeah.
If you can have both sides of your line, all 5 guys, operating at a high level, that'll go to what you talked about in the very first segment of the show, getting a guy like Dante Dowdell going.
Yeah. Seems like there's a questionable imbalance right now that we're going to have to take into account and hopefully weigh out. I think you should have a combo tackle. Not necessarily all the time, like maybe a tackle that gets 70% of reps, 30. And the reason being is because you don't want to be a tail, meaning if Prohaska's in the game that you're usually passing. I think he can give me some reps and some time in the run game. Just straight downhill running, I don't know if he leverages, and I think it could be matchup driven. And I might even look at it from that standpoint of this team is really strong on the edge in run support. I might switch out my other guy, whoever that is. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. I might switch out that other guy more because I just don't think that Prohaska over the course of that 70-30,
65-70 snaps.
Whatever,
yeah.
right, is going to give me what I need. I need more of maybe a run dominant type of person who can pass block, who can give me play action time. You know what I'm saying? With their hand down and is not going to get beat. With their hand down with play action, faking like we're running, and you know what I mean? It's not going to be in pass pro. Like I think Prohaska's fine in pass pro. I think with hand down, that's where we probably.
It's a long way down for him.
It's a long way down.
He's 6'10".
It's a long way down to leverage and to push out. Like I don't know if you guys understand how hard that is for a 6'10" guy to bear crawl. Like it was hard for me at 6'3" to bear crawl, right? But when and the reason we do bear crawl drills is because you want to stay low, and you know I that's why I come to that conclusion, just to have a combo guy there. You know what I mean, Austin? You feel
I get you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it maybe correctly. Maybe you can help me, but that's why I see it that way.
No, I see where you're coming from. That makes sense to me. Number 2 and number 1 are going to be at the wide receiver position for me. We talked about some of the upper level names here, and Bill and Bennett, we'll get to your answer here in just a sec. Number 2 for me is Isaiah Garcia Castaneda. Weird saga with him where he's on the team, plays for 4 games, quits. That's it. No, I'm transferring. Well, then decides to take his name out of the transfer portal, gets brought back, deals with injuries, but here he is, competing again for a job. I like adding another veteran body. I don't know what the ceiling is for Isaiah Garcia Castaneda. He really flashed from Nebraska in Ireland against Northwestern, and then we basically haven't heard of him again since, outside of drama. The fact that he's back, that there's another experienced body, I don't think is a bad thing, Strick. But if he's a contributor, I don't know if that's a better sign for him that he finally got on track and is, developed to a point where he can be a contributor, or if Isaiah Garcia Castaneda is being counted on, is that a bad sign for some of the younger wide receivers that maybe they're not as ready as we thought? I don't know.
Well, for me, coming into last year before they threw the young guys into the fire, we knew that there wasn't much depth. We knew that there wasn't much playmaking abilities out on the wide out position. I mean, you looked at Kemp in the slot, but we knew on the outside, we knew that Washington wasn't a big time guy. He was more of a possession guy. Injuries helped. We just knew there wasn't a lot of depth, and they just kind of got. I think this year they honestly believe that they have the depth needed to throw any type of package out there that they want to throw out and not worry, and can challenge anybody that wants to get half-ass, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? On their work ethic, right? Cluster Johnson, my partner on WTF, has spoken about that. Having Brown in here, Coach Brown, and he talked about the levels of competition and what Tom Osborne was saying you better be on top of your stuff. You better be going all out. You better be, don't be out there halfing it.
One cheeking it.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's somebody right next to you that's willing. This is why they practice as hard as they did, because you showed up not wanting to give it this time. Then don't worry. There's another one right here. I think they have that now with the depth that they have. And I think this is where guys like him, maybe a chip, and it's gonna be interesting going into fall camp.
That's one that I'm watching. And then the last guy in my list, Strick, is one that Bill and Bennett brought up on our text line. Appreciate you chiming in for a couple things here, Bill and Bennett. Carter Nelson. The reason I'm interested to watch him is because it feels like there's a little Fedoni 2.0 going on here, minus the knee injuries to this point. We hope that, everything checks out and stays clean there. But Strick, how does Carter Nelson handle the adjustment to college, right? Coming from 8-man football out in Ainsworth. He showed out well in camps and in testing. He showed out well at the Under Armour game that he played in with a couple other Nebraska recruits. Like, he competed against those guys. But this is a Big Ten conference with grown men, right? That are going to be lining up against him. He's not going to be playing a traditional, blocking tight end like Nebraska kind of made Fedoni closer to last year. He's working with the wide receivers. At his height, I understand it. Try to get an inside receiver where he can use his height against inside corners, against nickelbacks, use his relative quickness advantage against linebackers potentially. I get the vision for Nebraska with Carter Nelson. I know there's a lot of hype for him. I'm not sure the hype is warranted yet. I think he needs a year in the weight room, and I think he needs to pick a position. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe his biggest strength is being a tweener. Nebraska hasn't had success with a lot of tweeners, right? They didn't use Wan'Dale Robinson right because they didn't just put him at wide receiver where he was best.
Well, I can't put that on rule. I can't put that on rule because that was a Frost thing. But
you're right.
I always thought some obliviousness with their mental. But go ahead.
Right. I'm just saying program wide.
Program
wide. Ramir Johnson. They tried to move out to wide receiver instead of just keeping him at running back. They like Carter Nelson in his versatility, that he can do a lot of different things for this team. They mentioned, in the offseason, hey, shoot, Carter Nelson might line up at running back at the goal line and use those long arms to stretch across.
Yeah.
I don't know how Carter Nelson's body type holds up over the middle of the field. I don't know what his athleticism looks like when he puts on weight. Will he be able to wear it well? Can they find that right kind of range for him as a freshman? And what do the hands look like, in college football? Facing and catching better velocity than he's ever seen before from Dylan Raiola. I understand the hype and I understand the hope for Carter Nelson. What he does in fall camp against a defense like Nebraska's will tell me a lot about if he's ready to handle the spotlight, the expectations, and to be that mismatch weapon as a freshman, or if it's going to take a year or two for him.
Well, I think with someone like that, you want to figure it out. You want to throw him out. You want to put him out. You want to at whatever phase that they're in, when you have a unique type of athlete, you want to find a way to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's not a every down type of receiver, but you definitely want to find a way to use him. And like you're saying, with his size and he's got pretty good feet for his size. I think he's shown that he has a willingness to work. I mean, he's a unique athlete. I mean, he played basketball. I mean,
high jumper in track. All sorts of
man.
stuff.
I mean, like, it's going to be a battle of the mental will of his want to do it. I'm going to be honest. Just of what I've seen of him as of late, I have high hope for him because to me, he has a little bit more dog than even I see in Fidone. He has a little bit more swag. Like he knows, what people think about him. But
he's not cocky.
Yeah. But he knows. He's like,
let me prove you right.
Yeah, that part. So yeah, that's why I have high hopes for him. I'm saying just see if he can get it done.
Brad on the text line says, what happened to our last highly touted world-changing tight end? Exactly.
That part.
Right. Now, not all that's Fidone's fault, right? The knee injuries weren't his fault. Not like he went out there and said, hit me in the ACL. I don't want to play football for a couple of years, right? That's not what happened. It's unfortunate what happened to Thomas Fidone. And don't get it twisted. I think Carter Nelson can be a special player for Nebraska. I just don't know if it's going to be this year, right? I want Nebraska, like you said, Strick, get him on the field, let him show what he's got. I don't know if I want Carter Nelson going over the 4 games past the redshirt rule. I don't know if I'd rather see Carter Nelson against the early part of the schedule, or if I'd rather see Carter Nelson with 8 games of watching, learning, film, weight room under his belt. And then can he become a factor in November when other guys are worn down and tired? Can he play a factor against Wisconsin, Iowa, USC, teams like that?
Yeah.
Carter Nelson's going to be something at Nebraska.
Yeah.
What that something is, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the ceiling is or what the floor is for Carter Nelson. I think he's going to be good. I just don't know if I'm ready to predict a Carter Nelson breakout X Factor year for Nebraska as a freshman.
Right.
But that's why I'm so fascinated to watch him in fall camp and see if he's able to back up the hype and keep that dog like you're talking about.
There you go. That's how I feel about it too, man. I have a hope that let me just say this. I have a hope that on both sides of the ball, offense and the defensive side, that there are a couple of pieces that shine or live up to their expected hope or projected hope. I'm hoping that they do. I'm hoping that the moment's not too big. I'm hoping the head is not too over
inflated.
You know what I mean? Like they don't come out looking like it. You know what I'm saying? The big old head. But yeah, man, I really have a hope that a couple of players, like, you just look up and you're like, God dang, man, he's gonna be something. They stay around here. You know what I mean? So, and I'm hoping that just they're able to retain. I'm hoping that these guys see their progression and they're able to retain and they want to stay and do something great. Make Nebraska great again. You know what I'm saying? Like they have that hope for themselves.
Yeah.
As a collective. Yeah.
I feel. All right. Same exercise, but for the defense. Got a couple texts rolling in here. Gorilla Bear will get to your text. Jim on the YouTube stream. Appreciate you chiming in as always. This is On the Block. Eric Strickland, Austin Norman with you for another half an hour here during On the Block, brought to you by NEPCO.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please Give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at coppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with Roof Credit.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
Are you looking for a new spot to relax and unwind? The Post, located on the south side of the Telegraph District on the corner of 20th and N Street, is perfect for a group hangout or a relaxing evening. The Post has plenty of exciting events open to the public, like Whiskey Wednesday and poker tournaments on Sundays. Looking for a spot for a private event? Ask them about their indoor patio. The Post, located at 20th and N Street in Lincoln.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Are you a healthy non-smoker? Solarion, one of the world's leading clinical research organizations, is seeking people like you, 19 to 64 years old with excess weight, to take part in a research study. You could earn up to $22,500 for participation. This study includes 1 10-night stay, 5 2-night stays, 1 1-night stay, and 17 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/dub or call 8662-13-2965.
Whether you like fishing together or fishing to get away, for the thrill of reeling in a big one, or just going out to have a good time, on the banks of your local pond, at a bend in a river, or on one of our many lakes and reservoirs, you'll always find the perfect place to cast a line, here, beneath Nebraska skies. Start planning your next fishing adventure today at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Whether you like fishing together or fishing to get away, for the thrill of reeling in a big one, or just going out to have a good time, on the banks of your local pond, at a bend in a river, or on one of our many lakes and reservoirs, you'll always find the perfect place to cast a line, here, beneath Nebraska skies. Start planning your next fishing adventure today at letsfishnebraska.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Nebraska State Veterans Homes are here to serve veterans, their spouses, surviving spouses, and Gold Star parents. Join your fellow veterans and their families at one of our homes in Bellevue, Kearney, Norfolk, or Scottsbluff. With a sliding scale to determine your financial contribution, an excellent clinical team, and plenty of fun activities, our homes are the perfect retirement choice. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/homes. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Just went through our top 5 offensive players to watch for Nebraska football during fall camp. We're going through the defense now. Give us your thoughts at 402-464-5685 on our Sartor Heyman Jewelers text line, or you can also do it on stream at Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Also brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. We go to the text line first here at Stricky. I was having some fun with Gorilla Bear. He texted in right away and said Javen Wright. And I didn't know Javen Wright was playing offense. Just kidding. Javen Wright is still on defense. Your thoughts on Javen Wright? How big a year is it for him? Do you think he can be a difference maker for this team? Do you think he's just a depth guy? Your thoughts on 33?
I mean, he's got his dad's pedigree, so I think he's got something in there. It's just a matter of him wanting it more than anybody else wants it for him. I think that's what it ultimately comes down for him. I think the potential's there. He's just got to want it more than anybody else could ever want it for him.
Last year, Javen Wright's best year at Nebraska, played in all 12 games, had 51 total tackles, 1.5 for loss, including half a sack. Also had 2 interceptions and 2 passes defended, as well as a forced fumble. Really nice play near the goal line against Maryland. Dove across, punched the ball out as Maryland was getting ready to score. So Javen Wright, I don't know what's missing, right? I know he struggled with injuries early on, right? Was a little bit banged up, nicked up, never got fully healthy. Played in 11 games as a sophomore and then 12 games last year as a junior. So hopefully he's healthy and is putting it all together now. Does it feel like there should be another level for Javen Wright to reach, or do you think he kind of is what he is right now?
I mean, that's in essence what I said. You know what I mean? I think it's there. I just don't know if he wants it for himself, or does he want to make his own name? Like, I just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm hoping to see. Like, is there another level? Like, or are you just kind of hiding out in the shade? Like, I really want to know. And that's what we'll hopefully see real soon.
I'm with you on that. Javen Wright was not in my list of top 5 players to watch on defense during camp. Not to say he's not interesting, right? Let's see if he puts it all together. Number 5 for me, Bly Hill, who you won't really see during camp, but is he able to work back into any drills and progression? Suffered a weird knee injury that looked worse than it seemed like it was. The staff seemed happy with the prognosis that they could get him back, potentially a couple weeks into the season now. He's still on my list because I want to see if he's able to get healthy during fall camp, at least by the end of it. But also because I'm curious to see when he does get healthy, how quickly that is. How does his frame translate? Long, skinny cornerback. How does it translate to, Big Ten where Nebraska's going to face some running teams, right? No, Michigan's not on the schedule for Nebraska, but Ohio State's not going to air it out. They're going to run it at you with Henderson and with Judkins. Maccabee's still there for Purdue. You play Illinois, you play Rutgers with maybe the best running back in the Big Ten, according to a lot of people, and Kyle Monengai. Still face Wisconsin, still face Iowa. Big Ten teams are going to run the ball, and they're going to throw it at Bly Hill. He's unproven at this level. Curious to see about that. Along the Javen Wright front, but not nearly as proven. Another guy we talked about yesterday, Strick, Elijah Judy. I don't know who the backup nose tackle is for Nebraska right now. Kind of feels like it's now or never for Elijah Judy.
Yeah.
If you're going to be something, flash this year. You're not going to take that many reps away from Nash Hutmacher, but can you take an extra couple reps a game from him because you're just that undeniable? And Nash is my number 3 player to watch for the defense during fall camp. Last year, it was Ty Robinson taking all the reps with guys beat up and banged up. But Strick, there's a lot going on there with Nash Hutmacher. We both talked about him having the potential to take that step forward and be that game plan wrecker for Nebraska on the defensive end. We'll see if he does it. How does he readjust to putting the weight back on? Don't forget, Nash wrestled during the spring.
Facts.
He went from 285 back up to 310 pounds, which that's impressive for me. I haven't put on 25 pounds in a long time. I've been trying to, maybe not 25, but to see him put that weight back on, and now Strick, there are legitimate expectations, and he's going to be game planned against. How does Nash Hutmacher deal with being at or near the top of the scouting report? A great player doesn't care, goes about his business, makes plays anyways. A good player is going to show up in some moments, but maybe not in the biggest moments. And I'm going to see if Nash Hutmacher carries that weight well and if he's taken another step forward.
Yeah. For me, I saw great flashes of Nash last year, like where there were some big stops that needed, where there were some short yardage situations that were needed. And that was the first time I would say in a long time that in situations I saw Nash do some things that I was like, wow, like unexpected. Like I didn't expect him to have that kind of, I would say, success in the middle in a basically a 3-3-5 set. I didn't know from what I saw the years previous or whatnot, the year previous, I didn't know if I saw that. He showed me something, and I think he's only going to get better. I think the footwork, the flexibility, all of the areas that he worked, on and doing the other things with other sports, I think that helps you. Like for me, the best thing that I could have did was playing multiple sports. I think each sport helped me in some form or fashion. Maybe that's another reason why I didn't have so many injuries, because my body never got just totally used in one area. Like a lot of these guys doing 7-on-7s now, like your body is, if you're a receiver and you're consistently doing everything in one sport, all of those ligaments are being tried and tested and stretched and moved. And you know what I mean? Just think of how breaking down and running routes and zags and different cuts and, false steps and go, just all these different things that they're doing with these route runnings and cuts and, it's putting a lot of pressure on. I think it helps. And I think wrestling and the flexibility and the other areas and strengths of use in your body, it just fine tunes other areas of your body. And I think he'll only get better for that.
I feel you on that. Dalton says the weight gain can make him more prone to injury. Curious to see, because he hadn't been asked to cut the 25 pounds to wrestle, since high school, and then he adds it back on, but he played at 310, 315 last year. So he gets back up to where he was last year, and he made it through, and we didn't really hear about any major injury concerns with him. So maybe he's just that durable, but it's fair to ask Dalton, could putting the weight back on make him more prone to injury? I don't know. And Strick, this is where I would love to ask Tony White, do you need a 300 plus pound defensive tackle? Was there any conversation about Nash staying at 285, or are you more likely able to get away with that when you're playing 2 defensive tackles and a 4-down lineman front, whereas in a 3-down lineman front, do you need a guy that just takes up space over 300 pounds wide to occupy 2 blockers for sure? I don't know.
You want to have size in there, or you want to be super Aaron Donald. What makes the 4-3 or 4-4, whatever that the Rams were running, it makes it tough because it puts Aaron Donald in gaps. So his speed, so that's where you would feel. Now, obviously they move. Sometimes they gap. Sometimes they offset off the center. Sometimes they head up the center. Whenever you have head up of the center, you have to be able to, whatever gap you're hitting, you have to be able to get there quick, but have enough strength to take 2 and get up through. And that's what I saw him do last year, which I was surprised by, right? But you have to have that physicality to do that, and that meat and that strength and that size and that girth helps you to be able to do so.
Number 2 on my list on the defense is John Bullock. The reason I'm interested to watch him is there's a lot riding on him. Before it was Henrich and Reimer and Henrich. Bullock is expected to be a leader of this defense. If he is, that's a developmental win for Matt Rule and company. I don't know how good John Bullock is or can be. I really don't. Top 3 tackler for Nebraska last season, I believe. Let me pull the numbers up. I had them right here. In terms of tackles, he was number 4, just one back of second place. He had 50 tackles last year, 27 solo, 23 assisted, 2.5 for loss, 1.5 sacks, 2 passes defended, and a forced fumble. That's okay. Those are rotational numbers, which is kind of what he was. Is there a step forward in John Bullock? Obviously, we brought it up yesterday as the clip that we retweeted. What's the linebacker core look like? We brought up who's linebacker 2 yesterday and talked about that, but I think there are plenty of people, myself included, questioning linebacker 1. We haven't seen a full season as that dude from John Bullock, not the biggest guy, but the staff really likes him, right? They've said he could be an NFL guy here in a couple of years. I'm not sold on that happening. I'm not. But again, we talk about some of the teams that Nebraska will face this season running the ball. Those 2 linebackers are going to need to stand up. And I'm curious to see if John Bullock becomes, just a leader for Nebraska, or if there's a legitimate Big Ten starting linebacker in him.
I like where you're going. And so all I could do is, concur, because I don't have that same crystal ball feel with John. I didn't really get, like I'm saying, I would love for somebody to surprise me. If he's the surprise, let's roll with it. I'm hoping someone's surprising me. Somebody that just was there and wanted more for themselves, for the program, to shine different. I'm hoping somebody like him stands up. I can't say if it's going to be him, or I feel that he's the one, but at the position, I think there needs to be somebody. And if he's that, then shoot, let's go. I'm with it. I'm with all that.
Number 1 for me, Malcolm Hartzog. A lot of intrigue around Malcolm Hartzog, right? There's some discussion. Does he move back to corner after the Bly-Hill injury? Seems like he's still working at safety. That's fine, but please put it all together. Maybe a full offseason of practice at one position is going to help him do that. I am not Tony White. I am not Matt Rule. I'm not Evan Cooper. I'm not John Butler. Strick, I still think the best place for Malcolm Hartzog to be is a really good nickel corner. I see a lot of Kenny Moore of the Indianapolis Colts in him, undersized, but plenty of fight in him. To be a safety at his height, not even 6 feet tall, you got to be Bob Sanders, I think, in terms of your ball skills and your aggressiveness and intent in the run. Like Bob Sanders would rock people, knock them on their butts. Hartzog's a fine tackler, but he also gets run over quite a bit because he's not just short. He's also a little bit slight. He was up and down as a freshman, which you expect, but then up and down as a sophomore. I didn't see him get better last year. And I think he's a really good football player, right? He's a versatile piece coming out of high school, and I believe Mississippi, like one of the best players in that state. Maybe he offers something in the return game if Nebraska wants to use him there. But Strick, I want to see him stick it at one position. I want to see what he looks like after that position. And then I want him to stand up and be consistent under it for 12 games this year.
There you go. Yeah, because I did see, for me, it was a lot of inconsistencies when I thought about Malcolm Hartzog. I'd like to see for me, I would just like to see, like you said, just I don't need the highs and the lows and all of these different things with Hartzog. I would just love to see just the consistency. That's the area that I would like to see more of.
I agree. Let's go to break. We'll cross it over with Old School, and then Uncle Kev's on the way. Thirsty Thursday coming up in just a little bit. We'll wrap up on the block next. Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of local union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
What's your radon level at home? Don't know? Find out with a call to Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. 467-1111 for radon testing and mitigation.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No tag-ons, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you a healthy non-smoker? Solarion, one of the world's leading clinical research organizations, is seeking people like you, 19 to 64 years old with excess weight, to take part in a research study. You could earn up to $22,500 for participation. This study includes 1 10-night stay, 5 2-night stays, 1 1-night stay, and 17 returns. Learn more at helpresearch.com/dub or call 8662-13-2965.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
It's all fun and games until you're stuck with bad internet. So why leave your connection up to chance? Fiber is fast and keeps you on track with reliable service from real people. Because with bad internet, buffering, hidden fees, and random robots can feel like start, stop, wait, start, no wait, stop, or just switch to Fiber and break free from misery. Visit allofiber.com/break free to get started with Fiber today.
For over 15 years, Integrated Life Choices has empowered individuals with disabilities in Lincoln and throughout Nebraska. They provide comprehensive services from group homes and independent living services to job training, ensuring fulfilling lives for those that they serve. Now, they're inviting you to join their mission. If you're passionate about making a difference in the lives of people with developmental disabilities, explore rewarding career opportunities with them. Learn more about their services and apply today at www.ilc.net. Be a part of Integrated Life Choices, where your work truly changes lives. There's nothing quite like the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese Beef. The Mercado offers unique ingredients you can't find anywhere else, open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The full-service butcher shop and retail store is wonderful for meat lovers with their exclusive certified Piedmontese beef and assorted sausages, plus other quality meats, including pork, chicken, and a wide range of the freshest seafood. Plus, every Friday from 11 to 2, the Mercado serves up the best lunch in town on their Friday Feast menu. Stop in at the Mercado today at 84th and Havelock or visit their website at cpmercado.com to see current deals. Tune in to the Teammates Mentoring Hour each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Hear stories from a program started by Tom and Nancy Osborne and how it's changed mentors and mentees' lives and how you can be involved. The Teammates Mentoring Hour, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Feeling good on Thursday.
It's coming. Right around the corner, my guy.
Tricky, let's talk about the GOAT. Who do you think? Who do you think? The GOAT.
Michael Jordan?
Not basketball this time.
Swimming?
We can get to swimming. Let's get to swimming. Katie Ledecky.
Gymnastic? Yeah.
Katie Ledecky did her thing again. 13 medals, most by an American female swimmer ever. 8 golds, 4 silvers, and a bronze at the Olympics for Katie Ledecky. And Stricky, I don't know if you noticed this yesterday. Katie Ledecky won the 1500 freestyle again. She now owns the 20 fastest times in that event ever recorded. Goated.
Oh gosh, what's her name? I watched her. She just destroyed the Campbell twins or the Campbell sisters in there's more sprints.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it. Austin.
I know Kate Douglas just won a gold.
No.
200.
Let me see. Austin.
Yeah, Katie Ledecky, the most decorated woman in U.S. Olympic history. 8 golds, 4 silvers, and a bronze.
Oh, Austin.
That's some goat stuff right there.
I don't know where I sent this to you.
No, Lance is not Sha'Carri. Interesting.
No.
Guess,
she's in swimming. She's in the sprints. So she did the 50, the 100. She won. She's got 2 records and she's got 2 world records. She just won. She won in the relays, the combo relays, and she won. I think a silver. Gosh darn it! What was her name?
American swimmer?
Yes. The black girl.
Oh, Simone Manuel. Simone Manuel?
Manuel.
Yeah, she's legit.
Yo.
Swimone.
Yo. She was getting it. I was impressed. I was like, okay, we got swimming.
She's got a heck of a story too.
Yo, the swimmers was getting it, and one time she won out of lane 8. Like nobody was like the Campbells were in the middle. One of the Campbells was in the middle, and she was expected to win. And doggone it, she came from the outside and ended up winning. And just kept winning, just kept on winning.
Hey, speaking of Simone's, though, Simone Biles did her thing again today. Stricky.
Absolutely, my boy.
6 Olympic gold medals, most Olympic gold medals won by an American gymnast, and the second person in Olympic history
Facts.
to win 2 gold medals for Olympic all-around gymnastics.
Yeah, she brought it back for, obviously the Russians not competing this year, but they, brought it back for the Americans in the gymnastics realm. You know what I mean? So that's good for those ladies. Congratulations as well.
6 straight Olympic all-around titles for USA women's gymnastics. Carly Patterson in 2004, Nastia Lukin, 2008, Gabby Douglas. There's a name from 2012. Biles in 2016, Sunisa Lee in 2020, and then Simone Biles in 2024. Again, just today that happened. Suni Lee gets the bronze after winning gold 4 years ago. Heck of a comeback for her. Heck of a comeback for Biles. Strick, I know it's been talked about a little bit, but it bears repeating. Mental toughness in athletes, we want it in them. We admire it in them. But to hear what Simone Manuel went through, what Simone Biles very publicly went through, Sunisa Lee, same thing to a lesser degree. I mean, 4 years doesn't feel like a long time, but when this is your career and the Olympics are the height of your profession, to go through those trials and that turbulence at that stage. I mean, Simone Biles is 27. That's not old, but that's ancient in gymnastics terms.
They start
on
like
top
14,
of
15,
twisties and pressure and international repute. It's incredible what those 3 women and plenty others have gone through and still achieve at the highest level.
I agree, man. Wow, just a wonderful testament to them and their work and their resilience and the willingness to get back in the fight and then come and perform at the highest levels. Shout out to them, no doubt.
USA Rugby, first medal in program history as well. In sevens, they get the bronze. USA Fencing women, first ever U.S. Olympic gold in a team foil. I have no idea what that means. It's just a sort of just jump forward, jump backwards, poke. How does fencing work?
I mean, do you even guard? Do you even guard? Guard,
parry,
attack?
thrust.
I don't know, man. I don't even know the lingo, so I couldn't even tell you. To be honest, how it works. But I like it.
If we have fencing experts, please
I actually
get
like
out
the sport. I watch it. What are we doing in curling?
Tricky is the Summer Olympics, my guy.
They put that in the winter?
Yes.
I didn't know that, bro.
It's on ice, dang it.
I don't. They're indoors, man. You can't do that to me. I want to see curling. Oh, do they have cornhole in the Olympics?
Not Olympics. I bet they have it in the Cornhusker State Games, though.
I think that would be cool, man. Have cornhole Olympics.
Heck yeah. I'm down.
I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be a battle across nations. Nations would be battling in cornhole.
Women's basketball end up winning?
They ended up winning. They ended up pulling out. I think they won by 13-14. Not at all. Not at all. Listen, it's good to be tested this early, and it's not going to get easier. They're going to continue to be challenged. And so they got to just continue to stand up.
Let's pause 10 quick seconds for station identification. You're listening to On the Block on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Claytonia John, we see your text. We are not going to get into it for a number of reasons, but know that we are monitoring that situation. Lance says, it's like that game Ninja. When they hit your leg, you have to hop on the one they didn't hit. That can't be true.
What?
Fencing. You ever played Ninja?
No.
You ever played Ninja?
No.
You've never played Ninja?
Like at home? Like put
yeah,
on
like
a
a
mask?
2-person game.
No.
Oh, I wish someone was in here to carry on air. We can demonstrate.
I've never.
Basically, you and I
know.
stand like in a fighting stance.
And you got to.
And then, no, like, I'll lunge at you. If I hit your right arm, you have to put your right arm behind your back. You can't use it. If you kick me in the left leg, I have to stand on my right leg.
Oh, no.
That sort of thing.
I don't know nothing about that.
Never played that?
No, that's different.
Okay, Kip, you've never heard of Ninja? Lance says, no, that's definitely how. No, Lance, I'm not just going to believe you. Good try. Like, I may be an idiot, but at least I'm not stupid sort of thing here. Did you see the guy from Turkey, Strick, in the pistol?
Mm-mm.
This dude
What do you do?
looks like he comes in off the street and wins a silver medal. Like, all these other guys are wearing like
hands in his pocket.
Yeah, just super casual. All these other guys are wearing like specialized glasses and like have like braces to like brace themselves. This dude walks in essentially looking like he came off the street, says bop bop, wins a silver medal.
He's probably one of those guys that are like a special forces dude that's retired.
Imagine.
It's just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna do it now.
Were there any players you played with in basketball that could look like they just came in off the street and still go? Like no warm up, nothing, just put them in a game, they're good?
Yeah, there probably are some that could do that now.
No, that you played with.
I mean,
like back in the day, who was the guy that like would stay out super late, miss shoot arounds, come up to the game and still drop 20?
Like Cesc Sabalas was like that. He was one of those types. I think Brad Miller was like that, man. It's like, I don't know, man. Brad Miller he was just so nonchalant, chill, and then he just shows up and he's like, okay, let's go. He was like, he's like the sloth. Like the sloth. I don't know if there's a cartoon character or not, but he's like a sloth that just kind of moseys in and he goes about his business, and next thing you know, he ends up with 20 points and he's an all-star.
Yeah, here's a better representation of that guy from Turkey that I'm talking about. Like, look at what the other dude's using.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just like, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Nonchalant.
Okay, 5124 says 3 types of fencing. There's poke anywhere on the body, poke the chest, and third is hit him with a slash.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you, 5124. 0674 says South 56th and normal street light is out. That's a problem. Be safe if you're traveling in the 56th and normal area. Okay, here's one from Kip here, Strick. Besides basketball, what's one event in the Olympics you think you could actually do?
I have a record that's still up in shot put, even from junior high. Like it's still there. I was pretty good at that, but I don't think I would have been big now. So
your golf game?
No. Let me think. Yeah, man, that's a tough question.
Beach volleyball?
Yeah. Great. Why would you say that? Because I actually would probably.
You still got enough hops. You're a cerebral guy. You can place your shots. You're a good communicator. You got the beach background, right? Your Cali days where you grew up. I don't know. I can see some beach volleyball for Stricky.
Definitely. That is. You know what? Yes, that is the one I could do.
Hey, you can do curling. If you're talking like bicep curls. Like look at those guns, Stricky.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. Let me see now.
Ping pong? You in, you out?
I actually no. I don't think I want the smoke from some of those cats. some of the shots that those cats are making in ping pong. No, I actually won a ping pong tournament on a cruise.
No way.
Yeah, I won a trophy on a cruise.
Here's how it happened. I was there and I watched this. Stricky had the captain on a walkie-talkie. Right before the shot, he'd say, "And turn the ship." Only when your opponent was hitting. Captain got a feed.
9032. Yes, I can. Actually, I actually am pretty good at volleyball. I actually dig and do all. Yes, I could actually do that. Facts.
You're a back row player, setting the table for everyone else.
No,
You swinging?
I'm swinging, right-handed from the left side.
Okay.
Outside hitting. Facts. Hops. I'm going to get it.
What's your shot?
Like Nishida from Japan. I'm going to the heavens.
Dang.
And bringing it downtown.
What's your thought? The straight vertical spike up the line, the cut shot across.
Man, I'm giving you everything. The dink,
little bit this, little bit that.
Dump, the power into the block. Yeah.
You got the tip? Got the floater game?
You
got the floater game?
And I'm blocking.
How's your serving?
Serving's okay. I maybe a jump serve, but not a power jump serve. I want to learn the knuckleball because that thing just goes over. It's like an F's pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want that for my serve. I'd have to practice on that one.
How's your blocking?
Blocking for show.
For show?
Footwork. Footwork is impeccable, my boy.
How's the timing?
Yes.
Hang time?
I'm not Jordan like. I mean, he says he hung for a little while. I'm not that. But I ain't, I mean, footwork to get there. Yeah, you're not tricking me. I'm getting there. I'm seeing and reading all of that. Oh, you think you're gonna go behind? No, I see that, and I'm going to get it.
Get it,
even if it's a single.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I get you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, y'all think I'm playing volleyball? Yeah.
All right.
I'm actually. That probably would have been a sport I probably would have played if it was available.
Did you know there's a former NBA player competing for Team USA in beach volleyball now?
Yes,
Chase Budinger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're doing good.
Yeah.
I don't know where they at now, but I know they got off to a good start.
They did. That. You can pick one player either from Nebraska or your NBA career to be your beach volleyball doubles teammate. Who are you calling? Who would expect to call and who are you actually calling? I think those are two different questions.
To be my beach volleyball
partner in the Olympics. Going for gold.
From a college?
Either college or the pros. I don't care. But you had to play with him, though.
Jason Kidd.
Okay.
Jason Kidd.
Explain.
Good footwork. Able, we're both defensive minded, able to read, communicate. Point guard skill mentality. Yeah, probably Jason Kidd.
I like it.
Yeah.
Not Steve?
Steve's too short.
He's 6'3", Stricky.
I know,
if Steve's too short, are you too short?
I need a little.
If Steve's too short, are you too short?
Jason's 6'5". I need a little bit more height. I can be the 6'3" guy, but two of us 6'3". I don't know if that. I like a little extra height with some foot speed.
Not Dennis?
Now, listen, Steve Nash could play soccer.
He could. He could.
He's really good. Like he used to come in just doing a lot of footwork stuff. Yeah, Steve was pretty good, man.
Not Dennis?
Ooh, Dennis Rodman. Yeah, you might have something there, my boy.
That's what I'm saying.
You might have something there.
Stricky, look behind you. Look behind you.
Uncle Kevin?
He's in the building.
Little clicky for Stricky?
Little clicky for Stricky. Little pop fizz. We're going to get out of here. Thirsty Thursday comes your way next here on Old School. Big thanks to Nebco for their sponsorship of On the Block. If you're looking to start your new career, you can do so today by going to nebcoinc.com. They'll make it easy for you. They want you. Apply and get started today. All sorts of great bonuses with constructors and ready-mixed concrete. For Strick, I'm Austin. We'll talk to you mañana and also next on Thirsty Thursday.
Mañana.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at